So, the stuff that we've seen tonight, I guess it's technically the first official night of San Diego Comic-Con, of Transformers Siege, got me thinking. Real quick hits, as I posted on my Twitter. Ironhide looks good, it looks nice. Heavy retool of Cup, fine, looks cool. Probably not going to get him. Just literally because I don't really consider myself much of a collector anymore. That Ultra Magnus looks dope as fuck. But I don't know if I'm going to get him. He may end up being my Classics Ultra Magnus. We will see if the in-hand shots, which we'll probably end up seeing like a year from now, look as good. Because everything that we're seeing now is just like initial product shots, proof of concept and all of that. So we're not going to be seeing any of this stuff for at least another year. I guarantee you a lot of this Siege stuff that we're seeing now is like Wave 2, whatever. Although Titan's Return was not Titan's Return. No, Titan's Return. That is the... I'm so out of collecting, I don't even know what line we're on anymore. That range has definitely been like just a complete filler. Whatever it is, just figuring out what figures they didn't do toys of that they want to do toys of, and then also make it combine. Side note, that Punch Counter Punch that's coming out in a couple months looks great, and he's on my Amazon wish list. And I honestly might just pre-order him, because why not? And just order a couple other things that I need from Amazon. But that's not why we're here. Let's talk about the other deluxe that kind of intrigued me. I do like how they're doing a deluxe COG, by the way. Nice IDW fan service on that one. But we won't talk about COG, because, yeah. So, Classic Sound and Make Toys Sound. I think you know what figure from Siege I'm going to be talking about. Even though, like Ironhide, I probably won't be getting him, even though I do like Hound as a character and as an overall figure and toy, and the overall aesthetic of his toys. Again, probably just won't be getting him because I'm not really a collector anymore. But I just want to give the two versions of Hound that I have some love in a quick, short video. Much like the Classics Jazz for me, specifically the Reveal the Shield mold, I feel like this Hound, who came out about a decade ago, honestly, maybe a little bit short of that, because I know BotCon 2010 did Turbomaster Scorch from this mold, is just one of those like quintessential, always good and fun to pick up and fiddle with molds. This figure, regardless of the extent of my culling of my collection, to whatever like extent of half-assness I do that with, because apparently trying to sell a collection that you've been accumulating for the past, I don't fucking know, 10 years in my case, is like pulling teeth while not under Novocaine. I have a list in a couple places of things that I'm trying to sell, but nobody wants my shit. Guys, it's a figure. It's a item coming from a collector's home. Whatever, I get it. You don't want to buy from a stranger. Fuck it, I'll just dump it at some Goodwill store. Anyway, it bugs me that my best option is literally going to be either selling on Reddit, which no, or just selling wholesale with an itemized list, where I'll get pennies on the figure to TF Source or Big Bad or wherever. And when you buy used from Big Bad, good fucking luck. Because they literally just sell that shit to you in a plastic bag like it's crack. Anyway, side note, it's been a long day and I've had a little bit of whiskey, so if I'm a little bit more salty than normal, that's why. Anyway, yeah, no, this mold is just one of those timeless molds. And as soon as I saw those pictures, the initial product shots of Transformers Siege Hound, who we probably won't be seeing for at least another year, I immediately went and grabbed this guy from my shelf in the other room because he's just fun and very foolable. He's one of those figures that I will never get rid of, and in that very passive culling of my collection. To be fair, I'm really tempted to just send a bunch of my figures that I don't really care about anymore to a reviewer like Thew or somebody who will actually get some sort of worth out of them, even though he probably already has a lot of stuff that I have in the case of Thew. Anyway, I don't know. It's just like, this one's always been fun to me. And yes, it was odd that he came with the classics reimagining of Ravage, but this mold's just always been great and fun and fiddleable to me. He's one of those bots, one of those toys that never gets old. Even though his mold is old enough to be in 5th grade now, if we're going by U.S. education fuck-up standards. Where's my brain at today? But then we have Make Toys Hound, and yeah, not doing transformations, obviously, because this is just a vlog or whatever. But I don't know. I forget why I ended up getting Make Toys Hound here. And holy shit, is he dusty? Because like Hound was never really one of those figures that I would consider getting a masterpiece alike for my display. But I'm really happy that I did, because this is a very cool figure. There's the Toon and toy versions, and I believe this is the Toon version, which would make sense because this is the toy colors. Duh. But I don't know. This is. I remember when I first got this guy off of TF Source or one of those places. Yeah, the transformation was a little bit fiddly to work out at first, and I still don't like how the chest can just kind of flip-flop forward because there's no tab that the wheels tab into in the back there. But this is still a really great mold, and honestly, if I look at like my mock Season 1 G1 shelf, or section of the shelf over here, he's probably one of the better like masterpiece alikes that I have from a third party. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my official masterpiece Jazz, or not Jazz, Prowl. But like I'm looking at my other third-party masterpieces. That Ocular, I want to say it was Ocular Max. They're Mirage, not this. Both of these things. It's, if you can see him, that guy over there, kind of next to Classics Cup. I can't zoom in on my camera, so I'm sorry. Him. Was it him? Whatever. And then Make Toys Downbeat. I really like Make Toys Downbeat. The transformation fiddle is help, but I love that figure. Where was I going with that? But yeah, no, this Hound is one of my favorite third-party masterpiece alikes. And if for whatever reason you don't have him, completely recommend him. God damn, is he dusty. I mean, just look at how much dust I've wiped off him. Just compare like that upper part of his chest to the lower part by that Reaper label that I put on him. Side note, if you don't have the Classics Hound, definitely get it. But it will not have that gold sticker that's long faded around the upper part there, or the gold band there on the forearms, or same thing there on the back of the car feet, or that stuff on the shins, because those are Reaper labels from back when Toy Hacks was Reaper labels. Anyway, I don't know what the fuck the point of this video was. I just wanted to talk about Hound and stuff like that, I guess, recently. But we will end with a shot of this collection, I guess. So here's just a better shot of what I was talking about earlier with Downbeat and that third-party Mirage, who I can't remember did him. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one.